live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
All right, on to the real.
Yeah.
I know you love this one.
Yes.
So Calvin Johnson.
Yes.
We saw his induction into the Hall of Fame a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that prompted us to choose him for On to the Real, because you may have known, but I didn't know all of what he had been doing.
Yeah.
After football.
Yeah.
So it looks like he has a cannabis business, and he has a partnership with Harvard University to study the benefits of pain, to study its benefits on pain management, and its effects for helping cancer patients.
Yeah,
which I think is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
When you think about the fact that, you know, whenever we're feeling pain, doctors just prescribe us opioids, you know, for pain management. And I believe I've told my story on here about, you know, kind of getting hooked on pain meds.
Yeah.
With my second knee surgery, like finding other ways, you know, to treat pain that don't create addiction and, you know, any of that is a plus.
Absolutely.
And the fact that, you know, it's also, they're also studying effects on cancer patients and their pain management.
Yeah.
I think it's phenomenal.
No, I love it. I love it. You know how I feel about this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's what I know.
Yeah. No disrespect to your wife, but Lord have mercy. Yeah, but he, you know, I've admired him since he was at Georgia Tech. Because he was so involved even then in causes. I remember, like, I think it was between his junior and senior year. He went to, I don't remember, it was a third world country, because he and some other Georgia Tech students had created some water filtration system that would allow them to have good drinking water. So he went as a part of the group to like go and put this together over in the country that they chose to do it. And I just thought, I already admired him on the field because he was Megatron before he was Megatron.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
That joke
so I admire him on the field already, but to know that he was, you know, involved in that way and such a bright young man, it was just beautiful to watch. And so he's somebody that I would say his Hall of Fame speech was very transparent as well. Yeah. And so I appreciated his honesty about his situation and how he felt about the way that it's presented to them as players in managing pain, and he didn't like it. And I appreciated him being honest about it. And not just, I don't think he did it just with the idea of promotion of his own, what he's got going on. I feel like he's really passionate about this issue and just like, this don't work. Like, wait, like, no, we need to figure something else out, because I don't want to be one of those guys, right? I mean, I'm working with the Pro Football Hall of Fame Behavioral Health Program right now. And one of the top priorities for this program is substance abuse amongst NFL players.
Yeah.
So it's real. And so for him to do this, I think was really good. So I hope that this turns out awesome. And I'll just say, from the cancer patient side of things, listen, my mom, when she was suffering with breast cancer, I'm not going to say who, but there was people in my life that I would make them roll her doobies.
Oh, yeah.
So she could be okay to deal with her pain. I don't care. You in your house They the ones taking the risk going out there buying. Let them do that. Bring it here, and here you go. Because it wasn't legal for you to even have it from a medical standpoint. When my mom died in 2005, so you know what I'm saying. So it was a while ago. But yeah, so I'm loving this.
Yeah, me too. Like you know, I and you know, it being him, you know, everything that you've seen from him shows you that he's just a class act.
Class act guy. Listen, I was trying to find him a girlfriend in my family quick, fast. No, I was like, which one of my little cousins can date Calvin Johnson? Y'all don't see this? Like, come on. I knew he was too young for me, so I was like, nah. But oh my God.
Oh man.
So anyway, kudos to you, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Feel good final thought?
All right.
All right. So I feel good final thought this week. This was definitely one of those eyeball sweat.
Yeah. Well, you can do both. This is kind of both.
Yeah.
This is kind of a both for me. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Polish Olympic javelin thrower, Maria Andrejczyk. She won the silver medal. But she put it up for auction to help.
Like 8 days after she won it.
Right.
Yeah.
Put it up for auction to raise the funds to help, or to help the family of an ill 8-month-old, raise the funds to help that 8-month-old get a heart transplant.
At Stanford. So they're in Poland.
Oh yeah, Stanford.
So they were trying to get the baby to Stanford to get the heart
transplant. And she ended up
heart surgery. I don't know if it was a transplant. It might have. I don't know if it was a transplant. I know it was heart surgery.
Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, that might be different. I don't know. Like, yeah.
She ended up exceeding the funds needed for the goal, and was able to keep her medal.
Yeah.
Because the donor who won the medal in the auction refused to take it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
all
beautiful.
around, like, this is one of those well-rounded feel-good final thoughts.
It gives you hope in humanity.
Right. Because not just Maria, but even the donor to say, listen, I'm going to take care of it.
Yeah.
You keep your medal because you earned that.
Yeah.
That, like, all the way around. So shout out to everyone involved.
Absolutely.
We pray for the 8-month-old and that everything went well.
Absolutely.
But you remember we were talking about, you know, how with a couple of stories ago, the mismanagement of the funds and how there's the VIP in hell.
Right.
These people might be in the VIP in hell.
VIP, absolutely. Absolutely. The selflessness. I mean, I'm just amazed every day. And that's part of, I'm gonna tell you honestly, it's part of the reason why I watch stories on like TikTok or stuff like, because it gives me hope in humanity.
Yeah. To
see stories like this, or some of the people on TikTok who take care of the homeless, or just doing nice things for people just randomly because you want to. Like, that's my goal in life. Like, that's part of my bucket list, to be able to just do that kind of thing across the board, just randomly helping people. Like, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Right? And so I just love that she was willing.
Right. Yeah.
I think, you know, if God's looking at that situation, he's like, okay, she passed the test. She was willing to do it. Right. I'm a provide the provision so she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
That's truly like what I see when I read that story. That's what that was. God was like, oh, she passed it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. She don't have to worry about it. I love it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So shout out to everybody involved.
Yeah, that's a great story, and it'll be even better when we hear that the baby is well. Yeah. That'll just be the icing on the cake. Yeah.
All right. Well, we at the end of another one.
Yeah.
Episode 120. Is it 123?
Yes, you said 123 at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Yep. Is that right though? Because
I think so. Listen, don't get me. You know, this was your job to keep up with these numbers, not me.
I said it so confidently.
You did at the beginning, and I believed you. So we're just gonna say that's what it is.
Episode 123.
There you go. There you go.
Show picks. What you watching?
Show picks. Football.
Oh yeah.
Excited for tonight. Yeah.
Who's playing tonight?
The Patriots.
I might have to extend my bedtime.
I can't remember who it is tonight. Is it the Patriots playing tonight? But yeah, no, I've been excited just getting a chance to, see a little football here and there. Mm-hmm. Last weekend was great. Got to watch a little bit then. And oh, by the way, because I'm in Carolina, that kid might be their answer.
Who?
Not
Sam Darnold?
Not at all. The rookie. Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Oh, he showed out. That's all I can tell you.
Really?
He showed out. Little black kid. I can't. I can't think of his name right now.
I'm gonna have to look because I haven't actually gotten to see a full game. Yeah, I haven't actually gotten to see a full game. I've only watched highlights or maybe bits and pieces of each game. No,
I've been I've been like, oh, what's on? Where can I catch it? How can I? Yeah, no, loving it. So football is it probably for me for a minute.
For a while, yeah.
I'm happy it's back.
Yeah, you know what? Me too. But I really haven't had the time to like just kind of sit down and enjoy it. I once the Sunday game starts,
right?
I'll be able to just kind of sit back and kick my feet up and enjoy the games.
Yeah. No, but it's good. It's good stuff.
One of the last things I was able to look at was that Malice in the Palace documentary on Netflix. And I always like hearing from what's his name? Meta World Peace. I always like hearing from Ron Artest.
I was gonna say Ron Artest. I'm like, what? Ron Artest. Yeah.
It escaped me for a second, but
I
always like hearing from him when he speaks about mental health and about just his journey. Because people like him automatically just get labeled crazy because they're misunderstood.
True.
And there's never a thing where someone sits down and says, okay, maybe he has a problem and there's something that we can do to help. We've
had this conversation. This is my soapbox, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of just, when it comes to mental health, we don't do enough, especially for athletes.
We don't. And it's easy to just be like, oh, something wrong with them. They're crazy.
Yeah.
Than to actually say, yo, like, we need to get whoever it is some help.
Right.
So
it happens all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, I think they, First Take, they talked about Naomi Osaka, but they talked about, Stephen A. talked about Kyrie Irving and how misunderstood he is.
Yeah. And Katie talked a little bit about that on that interview with Draymond Green.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, and what he said made sense. He said people really don't like Kyrie because he decided to leave Cleveland and then he decided to leave Boston.
Right.
And I thought about it and I was like, that is kind of the reason why people really don't like him.
Right. I mean, but it again, how do we I don't know. Anyway, this would be a whole nother conversation because I'd be like, how do you judge somebody for their decisions for their life? Like, what?
Yeah.
How do you do that? There's this whole thing in sports that when you become a part of a team or you're a part of something, then they own you, and it just I don't understand that because I'm gonna make decisions that are best for me. You don't understand all of the ins. I don't know. I'm the person that says I don't know your whole story. There's a gospel song that says you don't know my story.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I live by that. You don't know my story and I don't know yours. So I have no room, zero, to judge you on what you do. Does it make sense to me? And I might speak on it. I might give my opinion and say that didn't make sense, but that's my opinion. Right. That's not based on fact. That's just me presenting from where I am.
Right. Yeah.
But how you get mad at people? Like, I still remember the whole LeBron thing. What is wrong with y'all?
Well, you know, it's funny. Well, LeBron, I don't know whose was worse, LeBron or KD's. But as you were saying it, I was thinking to myself, like, dang, I really did. Like, I didn't lament it, but I didn't like KD's move to Golden State. And that was only because I felt like it drastically shifted the balance of power in the NBA. Like, you probably could have seen some very, you know, good matchups between that Cavs team and that Golden State team. But
yeah, KD
going there just drastically shifted
the
scales. So, but it wasn't something I'm lamenting. And you know, I'm a KD. Well, I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm a KD guy.
I was gonna say, no, you're a LeBron fan.
But KD, you know what I'm saying? KD's from my hometown, and so I'm always had love for KD, and just kind of his journey. One, knowing his story and hearing about all that he had gone through. So I'm always gonna be a KD guy, but I just didn't. I didn't like his decision, but it's also like that was the decision that he needed to make for himself. And
we don't know the whole story. Yeah, we don't.
It really doesn't matter if I like it or not. In the grand
I guess that's my
whole
point. Y'all got a lot of nerve to be like, oh, I don't like him. I don't like what?
Yeah, right.
Like to the point that you say I don't like this human being, or I'm huh?
Yeah. And that was my whole thing about it. Like, okay, you cannot like the decision.
Yeah.
But you don't like him because of it. Like, come on, man.
Him, the person. What? Yeah, no, it's crazy. Anyway, that was a whole soapbox off.
Right.
Off that one thing about the Malice Palace and brought our test, but yeah.
Well, we are at the end of another one, episode 123. If you guys want to reach out to us, definitely hit us up on our email at fieldthe2therealpodcast@gmail.com. You can reach out to us on IG or Twitter. Our IG is at fieldthe2therealpodcast. Twitter is at fieldthe2therealp1. You can shoot us. I was about to say email. Lord have mercy. You can reach out to us on Facebook. Usually you'll see where we post our videos on our YouTube page. They link straight to our Facebook account. But go to our YouTube page, subscribe, like, share, comment. Please comment. And just, we appreciate the engagement. Absolutely. Shout out to all of the people who have texted me in the last few weeks saying that they want to be on the show. And you remember me telling you, like, I just don't, I ain't wanted to be the Howard alumni show.
Yeah.
But some of my teammates are doing some amazing things. And they actually like are asking me like, yo, when can I be on the podcast?
Yeah.
I sent you that screenshot of
yes.
my former teammate and friend John Garner, who he has his own YouTube account that's like popping off, where he it sucks that he's from my area and he's a Cowboys fan, but I still got love for him anyway. I still got love for my guy anyway.
That's right.
But we're gonna have to have him on here and go off on him about that.
Okay. We can go off, no problem.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go off on him about that.
Okay. So we got a tag team.
Yes.
Okay, got you. No problem. Like, I'm excited about having all of the people. I had somebody reach out to me. I'm excited to have her on the show.
We're gonna have her on.
Yeah, that's next week.
Yes. Look,
she'll be on next week.
When she comes on, we're gonna have to tell her the story about you telling me that and what I thought.
Yes, I'm sure she gets that often. I'm sure.
Yeah, we're gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm sure she gets that all the time, right?
But
if she just says it, people like, wait, what?
You who, mama?
So yeah, we'll definitely have her on for sure.
But as always, guys, we love you. We appreciate all your support, and just staying down with us for these 2.5 years now.
2.5 years.
More than that now, actually.
Actually, because we August, we over 2.5.
We almost at 3 years.
Yep.
We've almost been doing this podcast for 3 years, Steph.
3 years, yep.
Yo, that's wild. That's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
And it's like we know we celebrated the 100th episode and all of that.
Right.
And you just sit back and look at it and like, wow, that was 3 years.
Almost 3 years ago. Yeah.
Crazy.
But I'm grateful.
Yeah, me too.
We still rocking.
Right.
A lot of people have not made it this far.
That's true. Because I'm looking at
and
podcasts.
Especially not consistently.
No, right. Right. And we're probably averaging somewhere like 40-something podcasts a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, guys. So we love y'all.
You good. We're going to keep rocking, though. I love it. We go, and we always we do this because we love it. Obviously, we would love to see this, take off and be something, because we want to have more people here. More people, y'all don't know this, but before every podcast, we pray.
Yeah.
And Jarrett prays. And Jarrett always says the same thing. Let your voice and let you be heard through us as we do this podcast. So that's our goal, is to reach more people so they can hear God. So they can hear the things that, he has for us to say to them. And obviously, we have the project. So that's really our big goal in all of this.
That's our main goal.
That's our big goal. We want to get to these colleges and universities and have these conversations with these young people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, that's the main goal. And we're gonna get to it, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep rocking and keep pushing.
We're gonna keep, because somebody gonna eventually say, hey, what are you all really looking for? Or what can we do to help? Or how can we be a part of what you're doing? And we're very, very clear. Yeah. So we'll be ready whenever that comes.
And God's gonna reward our diligence.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it. We're gonna just keep doing it because it's gonna happen. Yeah, it is. For sure. Yeah. But we out, guys. Yeah. Peace. Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.